Hey everyone, it is Sabrina Soares with Fort Liberty Living, NorthGroup Real Estate. I'm kind of just attempting to lock the door here. Okay. As a northerner in the south, I hate the summer. But right now, it's almost 3 o'clock and I am getting ready to go to listing appointment. One that I haven't been on in a few months, so this is exciting. So, I'm going to videotape myself as I go over to Stephanie's house and show you a little bit of background. Other than being needing AC. The car that I'm in, I bought it last year because my car died on me and I desperately needed a new car. So now I drive a Buick. Man, there's a lot about cars I don't know. That's why I stick to houses. So as you can see, I attempted with a necklace. I need better jewelry. My jewelry had most of the scrap since high school. Yeah. I got my name tag. Attempted my hair, although I might regret having it down. And I got pants, which also probably gonna regret that, and sandals. Shopping is gonna be very much needed in the near future, but I'm going to stop filming right now and I'm going to drive to Stephanie's house. And I arrived at Stephanie's house with time to spare. Magically under 3 minutes. And Stephanie arrived just before me, which is so funny. Camera. Huh? I did a vlog as I was leaving the house, and how the story of how we got this listing is Stephanie texted me and told me to get a listing presentation ready because we're going to a listing appointment today with no notice.
It helps to know people.
How did you get the appointment?
Someone at church referred me to someone. They said, I know someone needs a realtor, so they were leaving church, and I followed them in the parking lot.
So to speak, she's a bit more social than I am. And after freaking out for the first 5 minutes, I was finally able to make a listing presentation.
You did great.
And it's going to be my second time ever doing a listing presentation for a stranger. So there's that. But so now I have to be the driver and we're gonna do a couple errands. I got and finished up tidying the listing presentation and I went ahead and started prepping, customizing listing signs. Seems like for the very first time I'm going to actually own my own listing signs and not borrow somebody else's. With the story, despite having to start all over again, I'm not, actually, it's nearly 40,000 words, not 34. It's a pretty big difference. Chapter 11, been writing consistently. Writing in real estate, I kind of one and the same. Chances of making it very slim, but it would be very rewarding. I am in my 4th year of real estate. Most agents drop out after the first year, which, understandable. Let's see, get the car rolling. But I'm in year 4. 2 years in a different state. Well, over 2 years in a different state. So it's been an experience, and with writing, I'm not gonna know until I get there. So to talk about this writing phase, you also got to finish writing the book. A fantasy romance has roughly 100,000 words. Yay, another day. More working. I forgot to film fully. I do apologize. I am excited. We have that new listing coming up in Jack Britt, which is amazing, and I'm so glad that the listing appointment went well despite my anxiety. And right now, I need to get ready to go see Stephanie. She's probably already waiting on me at the library. Usually one of our preferred places to work. And we got so much to talk about. It's been a hot minute since I did coming soon status for a listing. I believe last time I did it was up north in Rhode Island for one of those listings. I can't remember which one. I want to say it was for the house in East Providence. Can't say for certain. So now it's like refreshing. Well, definitely refreshing my memory because I haven't done that here yet. And trying to get all the social media out. This being one of them. I trying to get better at all of this as I'm trying to put the address down on Google Maps. It is August 1st, and time has been going by so fast, but at the same time, it's not going by fast enough. It is way too hot, way too humid. Well, that's definitely a me thing. And my car needs a car wash, like exterior, interior, the whole works. And it's way too hot to do that outside. And I'm pretty sure my plants have died. But we're expecting storms and rain. So we shall see if they actually pull through or not. And story-wise update. Well, I need to create a writing schedule. I suddenly got busy and haven't written for about 3 days. Happens. Not complaining. But I am going to pause the recording here. I am putting my foot down and I'm driving, and I'll pick it back up when we're at the library. The biggest difference between doing real estate in Rhode Island and doing real estate in North Carolina is how many different documents that we need to get in order to have a listing. And we're going to talk about it a little bit because we're working on getting this ready. And when is this appearing on the market?
August 7th? Thursday, August 7th?
August 7th. It's going to go active, but coming soon is either a Sunday or a Monday. I'll give better accurate timing. But listing information documents, other than the regular disclosure and your listing agreement and the disclosures about your properties, you have to get a copy of the GIS, PWC assessment, school information, tax sheet, deed of trust or deed, plat survey, and Gen X is mainly in the Fayetteville-ish region, give or take. That is something that's still relatively new to me personally, so I've been taking like quite a few classes on this, a flood map and a DOT. Now, when I was a listing agent for up north, we did the estimated net sheet, the disclosure, the disclosure and the listing agreement. But I didn't really have to do anything else other than the disclosures of the property. And there was no mineral oil gas rights disclosure up north. It's been about 2 years since I've done real estate up there, so things may have changed. But the thing that I like about this is that it's overly thorough. There's a separate document for each little thing, and while it may be a bit frustrating because it is a lot more work to do, it is rewarding because now you have all the answers. Having the deed or the deed of trust, you know for a fact that you're spelling that person's name correctly, because sometimes people don't know how their name is spelled on a deed. Having the plat and survey helps. Well, if you have a survey and the buyers trust it, then the buyers wouldn't need to get a survey. And the plat, you get to see roughly what's all around you. And I like that particularly for land, especially if you own a piece of land and you're trying to see if you're able to buy anything around you. It gives you a rough idea of who you could call and talk, things of that nature. The Form 220 is something different. When I left Rhode Island, the new NAR regulations have not taken effect like they have here, but North Carolina was already essentially ahead of the game. So Form 220 is a form where everything gets broken down and the seller has to sign it, whether or not they are going to be offering a commission to the buyer's agent, which I think is great, no room for error. And DOT has been a bit of a thing as there's a lot of construction going around here. I know that they're expanding the highway from Rayford to Moore County. Is that 95? 295 for the highway?
I'm not sure. 295 to 295?
I think it's a 295.
Okay, I'm not sure what I'm doing something.
Anyway, there's a highway expansion happening in Rayford, which is going to bring more people into Rayford. So you can work in Moore County, live in Rayford, and not have to travel as far. Or at least that's my idea of it. But that is a little bit of it. And then the coming soon addendum. Coming soon basically means nobody's allowed to see the house until it actually goes active. If somebody sees the house before then there's not given a fair advantage. It's supposed to be something equal. That's essentially what real estate is trying to do. It's supposed to be equal of fairness to everyone. But as of right now, interest rates are interesting, to say the least. We've been talking about interest rates declining. It's coming, but everybody's still waiting. If you're able and you're in the position to buy a house and you like the house, just buy the house. Because when the interest rates drop, what's going to happen? It's supply and demand. The house prices are going to skyrocket. And when I was a real estate agent in 2021, it was mainly in 2021 where I was shocked. People were offering $20,000 over asking price. And those same people are kind of in a rough spot if they try to sell right now because of the market's shakiness per se. So if you like a house, you have the money to buy a house, just buy the house. Talk to your lender, figure out what programs there are. If you need closing costs credit, ask the seller, negotiate, but don't wait for interest rates to drop because we don't know if it's coming or when. And if it does come, you don't want to be the person who's stuck putting more money out of pocket because now you're in a bidding war. We are at 2912 Franzia Drive, getting everything ready and lined up for pictures. Our sign already prepped in the front yard. Photographer is going to be here shortly. But look at this gorgeous house and its amazing privacy fence. And real quick, we're going to go see the backyard. House has gotten about $50,000 in updates, with the kitchen being renovated, which I'm going to see if I can get it on video. This HVAC is like 2018. I believe the furnace off the top of my head is 2022. Crawl space, and it has a vapor barrier. So all prepped. Look at the yard. It's so hard to get this big of a yard in the city. And you're near the Jack Britt School District, which is one of the most desirable school districts in the area. Just look at that. So we're here wrapping everything up and trying to get ready. To finish off some topics that I didn't finish when I was actually in the middle of filming all these little clips I have done, I am thinking about doing these vlogs like every other week, and hopefully that helps me out. I'm thinking of the neighborhood market updates being once a month, date to be determined. And now I am trying to wrap up all the loose ends in the clips I just rewatched of myself. So, back to writing. Fantasy romance is about 100,000 words. As of lately, when I pulled up my story, I have nearly 50 grand. I think I'm on chapter 14 or 15. It's been a few days since I've been able to write. That is something I really need to work on, is balancing a very nice schedule with the real estate, especially since we've been so blessed, and me and Stephanie have been doing these listing appointments, which I do hope they keep going well. And at the time of this video finally going live, apologize for the glare, it's my laptop right in front of me, the listing 2912 Franzia Drive is going to be live, and I'm so excited. I did put some clips of it in this vlog, and it's just great. And I'm hoping that's going to be a neighborhood we're going to be talking about very soon. And the mini class thing that I showed, I am considering, because I don't know what I need to do per se, teaching a real estate course. I don't know. I like learning, and I like doing education, so nothing is for certain yet. However, it is something new to try. Another thing that I am finally able to announce, Stephanie and I are starting property management. I do the classes, I have the education on it, but I'm a hands-on learner. Stephanie has had about 7 to 8 years experience, and she's really good at it. So I'm excited to be starting that new venture and all. And I think with this vlog especially, people can see more about how Stephanie and I interact. Honestly, it's always interesting. It's so nice to have somebody by your side as you're trying to multitask and do so many things at once. So I hate driving. Especially here in North Carolina, people drive like maniacs. No offense. So I prefer being the passenger princess, and I am on my laptop. I could prep calls for Stephanie or call from our business number, while also doing social media, while also answering emails and all of that stuff. And Stephanie is driving to get us to our appointment, which works real well because we're able to get done twice as fast for the most part. But there's still a lot, I feel, that is so nice about having a partner and having an equal partner at that. Because I did have a team when I was up north in Rhode Island, but it was nothing like this. And I keep reminiscing, I guess, the fact of when I was up there compared to down here. And I have told everybody I'm not moving back. I really like North Carolina. I like what it's done to me. I like that my career has blossomed and I can't wait to keep going. I definitely have to meet people, but I've always been unsociable. That is not a word, but I was the same way in Rhode Island. And I went to public school and everything of that nature. That is just me. I prefer things in smaller quantities. Like, I'm able to completely talk to a client one-on-one, completely fine. But you're telling me to go to an event and there's like 50 other people there? And we can't even have the time until I have to leave. And it happened recently too. We went to an event and I was feeling, strong that I could totally do this. And we got there and I like shut up and I could barely even talk and Stephanie just takes the lead and I'm just awkwardly there. It did get better. I mean, yes, I did talk to some people. I mean, I'm not rude. My parents raised me obviously to talk, respectful, all that stuff, right? But I am not a social person. And every time I tell that to somebody, they just find it hilarious because here I am doing this silly little vlog thing. I'm doing this vlog thing and all this social media stuff because I'm told it's supposed to help. I thought social media was supposed to be a thing that stayed back in middle school and high school. But hey, here we are. And then I like acting. I know it kind of stinks that I wasn't able to do anything, but I'm trying to really focus on my book. But those things don't really equate to how people see me, and especially if they know about who I was up north and how I directed the Christmas play at St. Francis Xavier's Church. It definitely reads a totally different way. But I feel like that's how it is, or maybe how it is with everybody. Like, you act different depending who you're around. I don't regret moving down here. I just wish I knew more because I'm 24 and everybody is so shocked when I tell them my age because they think I'm younger. And being an adult and in a new state is really hard to make friends. Well, or I don't even know how, which is so silly because in school when you're younger, it's so easy. Everybody's just like your friend. And how you're adulting and life happens. People have different goals. But anyway, I digress. I am excited for what the future holds. I am hoping I'm able to keep up with this every other week, and hopefully that is a lot more manageable. I've been working hard with Canva and social media, and they say Reels do better, so I know I gotta get better with those. And we definitely gotta plan pictures because Stephanie and I really need actual photos. But I'm excited. And hopefully this is an interesting journey. It probably won't be an interesting journey. I mean, I just sell houses. Well, I gotta put myself out there so that way people know I sell houses and see my skill because I do think I have talent in that department. And then I like writing. And not everybody is a reader, which is totally fine. I like picking careers that are difficult. In real estate, like I mentioned in one of the clips earlier on, most agents don't really make it, which I get it. I was struggling up north. Like, my first year real estate, I did one sale. And the second year, the sale didn't go under me because I partnered up with somebody. Long story. And then it was the year right before I moved here that I had 3, which were all listings. So it wasn't really that great. Here, first year, I can't remember how many I've done. I can't even tell you how many I've done so far. I just know that I've been very blessed and I appreciate it, and I appreciate all of the people I have met and my clients and all. But I honestly can't remember. There's a number. It's somewhere. But I'm excited. Well, hopefully you enjoyed this little vlog, and hopefully I am able to keep up with it and get better at it, because they say things, the more you do something, the better you get at it. I started writing in 6th grade, the same story that I'm working on now, not consistently. And I can tell you my writing is 10 times better, if not more, than the writing that I wrote in 6th grade. But that's going to be for another vlog, because I still have my very first draft that I sent to my 6th grade teacher in little protector things, so that way it doesn't get destroyed. And my characters have also aged up, so it's been growing with me. Anyway, I talk too much. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye.